We are back. Let's talk turkey leftovers. Now, imagine this. You have a house full of company and you get 16 inches worth of snow. Yep, happened to us. It just dropped. 16 inches of snow. Started out 3 to 5, then it went to 5 to 7, and then 5 to 7 turned into 16. So now we have a house full of company and all these leftovers, and everyone is sick and tired of turkey dinner. So what are you gonna do? You have all these gorgeous leftovers and you need to put them to work for you. Let's face it, you probably invested more money in this dinner than you did in your 401k this month. So let's put this food to work for you, okay? Got a great recipe for leftover turkey. We're gonna get started with 3 bell peppers, any color. I've chosen 1 yellow, 1 orange, 1 red. 2 onions sliced, 2 28-ounce cans of tomatoes that were whole. I busted them up with my fingers so they look like this. Can you see them? Okay, that's going to become our stock. And then about 4 cups of turkey. It can be light meat, dark meat, it doesn't really matter because when the soup is done, it's going to be amazing. So let's get started. I'm going to heat up my stock pan and add about 1/3 of a cup, 1/4 of a cup of olive oil. Now remember, we were going to go on that diet right after Thanksgiving because that food is so rich. It's insane, right? So we need a lighter meal to kind of help balance this out. Okay, this is just to saute our onions and our peppers, and we have them here prepared in the bowl. So when that comes up to heat, I'm going to add them in. I need to grab a spatula. And as you can see, my 4-legged fur baby is trying to make her movie star debut. And she has in a couple other segments creeping up behind me. We're just going to saute this a little bit to make them tender crisp. We don't want them to be all the way done, just tender crisp. So saute them up. I hope you had a fabulous Thanksgiving. We sure did. Today is a great day if you're snowed in like us. And this can happen in the north very quickly. Grab those board games, grab the decks of cards, and put this on because it feeds a lot of people and it's a great way to utilize your leftovers. Now, we had a lot of leftover stuffing and sweet potatoes and things like that, gravy. And what I did is I went ahead and froze them up, and I'm going to tell you why. People are tired of stuffing right now, but in a couple of weeks, that's going to go into a pork tenderloin rolled up with a nice onion soup mix base and make a gorgeous roasted tenderloin. And people won't be so sick of it. You know, people tell me all the time, I don't like leftovers. I don't like them. Well, what they're really trying to say is I don't like leftovers day after day after day. But in a couple of weeks, they won't mind that leftover because you're going to repurpose it. We also have some leftover mashed potatoes, which is going to become a casserole base. And because mashed potatoes will caramelize very gorgeously in the bottom of the casserole pan, and you can fill it with all kinds of things like ham and veggies and cheese, all kinds of things. Awesome. And we also froze up our cream raspberry sauce. As I told you, it freezes beautifully and it will become awesome in salads, as a side for turkey later on, as a side for pork. So freeze up those leftovers. Don't let them go to waste. That's money you're throwing away. So don't do that. Freeze it, save it for later. We're going to repurpose those and I'll show you how to do it. But today, we're just going to focus on turkey, right? Oh, these are coming out great. Just give them a quick stir. Yeah, I'm stirring too much. Woo! I've got stuff flying all over the place. beautiful. Awesome. Okay, when these start to tenderize, you want to go ahead and grab your turkey. Here's mine, all nice and cubed and sliced up, and it's going to go right on in. Now, I have chosen whole plum tomatoes in cans for a reason. Diced tomatoes, they're great, but whole plum tomatoes have a whole lot of juice inside the tomato and inside the can. So with this, we don't even have to add stuff. We're just going to add our tomatoes, and that's going to be the whole soup base, which is crazy, but it's true. Pour those in, and then the rest is spice. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab 2 tablespoons, tablespoons of basil. Our Spice Chicks, beautiful babe. Basil. And then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of our One Hot Mama chili powder. 2 teaspoons of our Cutie by Cumin. And then 1/4 teaspoon of our cayenne pepper. We like a lot of heat around here. If you don't like it as much, cut back on this or skip this step. That's fine. But we like heat. So 1/4 teaspoon of our wannabe prom queens crushed chilies. And then about a teaspoon of salt. And about a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. All right, give it a good stir. Oh yeah, that is going to be fabulous. And then we're going to turn it way down and simmer it with a lid until we're ready to eat it. Yep, all the way down to low. Beautiful. We're going to serve this with some tortilla chips and a little bit of sour cream and some cheddar cheese. It won't taste like Thanksgiving. It's going to be fabulous. It's a great warm you up meal, especially when you have 16 inches of snow outside like we do, and you're repurposing your money, which is awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a fan. Find us on Etsy.com and search the Spice Chicks. You'll find everything you need there. Thanks. See you soon.